Assalamu alaikum. Few days back, we introduced a promotional video on our channel, which you likely had a chance to watch. From that promo, you may have gathered some insight into its contents, and the remaining details will unfold as you watch today's video and upcoming content. This is me, Asfia Ali, and I am here to guide you through straightforward and conceptual solutions to address your questions and clear up any confusion you may have in the field of microbiology. So, let's begin. In today's video, I am talking about the significant contributions of the key scientists in the history of genetics and also shed light on the fundamental research methodologies. Few strategies they always kept in their path to achieve their goals. Number one, observation. It was Newton's observation that why apple fell down towards earth and did not go up towards the sky. Number two, critical thinking. They always have unique way of thinking. Critical thinking has two sides. Number one, searching complexities in simple things just as Newton did. He discovered gravitational force as the reason for the apple falling down. Number two, solving the complexities with simple solutions, just like scientists discovered a vaccine as a simple way to prevent diseases and avoid complex procedure of treating the disease. Number three, patience and consistency. Always remember that failure is not fatal. Being patient and consistently pushing forward is a key aspect of achieving long-term goals. Just like making of TB vaccine was not an overnight procedure, it took about 13 years to finally create something that let the world fight such a painful and deadly disease. Number 4. Troubleshooting. Research is not an easy process. While working in the lab, a researcher encounters a number of problems. Either it is with the equipment or with the material being used. Here comes troubleshooting. Imagine a scientist working with a microscope to observe cells. While conducting an experiment, the microscope is not providing clear images. The scientist notices the issues and starts troubleshooting. He checks the lenses and adjusts the focus, and the outcome of this troubleshooting is either a clear resolution or the identification of the root cause. Now I will discuss few scientists who have played a remarkable role in the field of genetics. So let's meet our scientist, Charles Darwin, known for his theory of natural selection. Gregor Mendel, famous by his law of segregation. Walter Flamen proposed chromosomal theory of inheritance. Thomas Morgan, known as a leading figure in modern genetics. Let's start with the journey of Charles Darwin, who was curious about how different creatures in nature survive and thrive. He proposed a process of living organisms' adaptation and changes due to environment, and came up with a theory called natural selection, in which organisms continuously change their form, shape, and structure, resulting in a slightly different organism. But how? He failed to answer. Now Gregor Mendel came and played his role to answer and explain what Charles could not in his theory. In other words, Mendel placed another puzzle piece in its correct position after Charles. As you know, the core of our topic is to enlighten the keys of research methodology of these scientists. Up till now, we can assess from Darwin's work that your work can fill gaps left by the previous scientists and spark new questions for future research. Let's dig into Mendel's work to understand how it filled gaps in the Darwin's theory and open new direction for future scientists. Mendel designed a groundbreaking experiment involving crossbreeding pea plants, and the result of this experiment validated his theory. Have a closer look at the theory he proposed. Mendel's work revealed that there is only one factor responsible for transmitting characteristics from the parents to offspring. Environmental changes do not play a role in this process. He also proposed that hereditary factors come in pairs, with one inherited from the male and the other one from the female. Mendel's observations indicated that these factors exist in two forms, dominant and recessive. Due to his remarkable work, he is rightly acknowledged as the father of modern genetics. What we learned from Mendel's work is that he was not just focused on evolution and genetics, he also kept an eye on the latest scientific inventions. This broader perspective played a crucial role in his groundbreaking discoveries. Let's have an overview of some terminologies that arise from Mendel's work, which we are talking about. Phenotype. It describes the traits you can see in a person, like their height, eye color, and blood type. It is influenced by a combination of their genetic makeup and the environment they are in. Genotype. It is like a scorecard that shows which variant present at a specific spot in the genome. Allele, a term used to talk about the different versions of a gene. Each person gets one allele from each parent, and on the basis of it, they are of two types: homozygous, having two identical alleles of a particular gene; heterozygous, having two different alleles of a particular gene. Did you notice any research methodology key here? No? Don't worry about it. Mendel's work teaches us that in research, it is important to have a clear and well defined focus. When you introduce new questions, it can impact your project's timeline. That is why research proposals often include a section to outline what comes next. Now, moving towards the contribution of another scientist who continued Mendel's path and made significant discoveries, Walter Flamen. He unveiled thread like structures within the nucleus known as chromosomes. He also elucidated the changes that occur during cell division, collectively referred to as mitosis. This discovery indicates the significance of chromosomes in heredity. Now, you can guess what would be another key of research methodology here. These findings stress the importance of having confidence in your research results. Similar to Mendel's groundbreaking work, consistent research outcomes tend to gain recognition from the scientific community as time goes on. Now, moving towards the last scientist of today's discussion, Thomas Morgan. He made groundbreaking contributions to the field of genetics. He introduced the term gene as the key factor for heredity. His research solidified the concept of genes residing within cell nuclei, specifically located in the chromosomes. He revealed that genes are arranged sequentially along chromosomes, illustrating how traits linked to one another correlate with genes positioned closely on the same chromosomes. Furthermore, Morgan's research unveiled the phenomenon of genetic crossover, where segments of different chromosomes can exchange positions, deepening our understanding of inheritance. Now, after the study of Morgan's contribution, we have another key of research methodology, but this time you have to find and tell me in the comment section, then I will see whether you guessed it correctly or not. Now, approaching the final segment of our session, what are the crucial factors for making history? To truly make history, one must be willing to embrace multiple disciplines simultaneously, much like the pioneering scientists before us. As our discussion reveals, making history often requires working across different fields, similar to how our scientists did. Hope you liked this session. For more interesting and similar content, subscribe to our channel. Take care. Allah Hafiz.